is just leaf litter and nothing else. Okay? Clean forest. Now, let's say there is a species of finch. Okay. Now, this particular finch, all right, give it extremes. Some of the finch have a gene that gives them a long beak, okay, and gives them a powerful, long, powerful wings. The other finch, their brother or sister, has a shorter beak, okay, a little fat beak, okay, and short wings, and therefore they can't fly that good. All right. So what happens is, in this environment, since that's where the living leaves are, then that's where the food chain begins. So those finch that have the big wings have an adaptive characteristic where they can fly up into the canopy, okay? They have the behavior to fly up in the canopy because they feel confident. And what they do is with their long beak, they're able to pick through things in order to pick out insects, okay? Now, the forest floor has relatively nothing. So what happens now is the little finch, all right, or the finch that have the short, fat beak, okay, there's nothing, they can't pick through things, all right, to try to get to the insects hiding in the bark of the tree, okay? They can't fly up to the canopy. So their chances of surviving are not so much, okay? So the long wing, long beak finch, that's an adaptive characteristic in this environment, okay? They survive more, and therefore they reproduce more, and they make many finch that look like that. But remember what I talked to you about, the heterozygote, where these other finch keep being reproduced, okay? Now, one day, so all of these finch though, okay, they come down, they go up, there's no separation really, okay? So they're all one species. What's going to happen though, one day, what's going to happen is a tree is going to die. And it's going to come crashing down. And when it comes down, it's going to make this hole in the canopy. And the sun is going to be able to shine through. Now you have this dead tree on the ground, and it's going to begin to decompose. And the sunlight is going to be shining on it, causing photosynthesis to occur. And what's going to happen now is all this new growth is going to begin to grow. Now what's going to happen is any of those finch that can't get up into the canopy now, all of a sudden the environment has changed whereby they can exploit this. Because now you got this new growth, all right, and they can start eating these seeds. They can start eating the young, tender vegetation, okay, and survive. And therefore, now, in this new environment, all of a sudden, they have some characteristics that become adaptive characteristics, and they begin to survive, and they begin to reproduce. But they're making long-winged beaks, short-winged beaks, etc. But what's going to happen is, over many, many generations, there is no reason for the short-winged, short-beaked finch to hang out with the long-winged, the long-beaked finch. The long-winged finch are going to live up in the canopy, and they're going to reproduce with each other up there. The short-winged finch are going to live down on the forest floor, and they're going to reproduce with each other. And that isolation from each other, number one, species at the same locale occupy different habitats, the forest floor and the forest canopy, after many, many generations. If they both survive, they will have gone through so many unique genetic changes that eventually you put the two together and they cannot reproduce with each other. They're two different species. That's one example of how speciation occurs.
Darwin noticed that in the Galapagos, right?
Right. That's where this came from. Okay? Now, another thing could be temporal. That's time. Okay? Species reproduce different seasons or different times of the day.